Thank you for joining us again as we reveal more of our annual flower bed designs for 2022, which is Canada's Year of the Garden, as well as our 90th anniversary here at the International Peace of Gardens. I am Michelle and I live in Ningham, Manitoba.
I'm Georgia and I live near Boissevain, Manitoba.
And we are the display garden horticulturists here at the International Peace Gardens. Next year's theme is music and the arts as we welcome back the International Music Camp.
So to give you a little bit of an idea of our design process, we start by choosing a theme and begin bed designs for the next year in fall. Then we decide which varieties we want to use based on size, texture, and color. Following this, we calculate how many plants we need and we put in the order for spring. In a typical year, we receive the plants as seedlings and grow them in our greenhouses, but due to the cacti being housed there during the conservatory expansion, we will be purchasing mature plants next year. In June, our horticulture crew plants between 70 and 100,000 annuals, aiming to finish planting by July. Once we complete planting, we maintain the annual and perennial beds by weeding, pruning, spraying, and of course, irrigation. We're very thankful for the volunteers, visitors, and sponsor support that ensures our small nonprofit organization can bring you beautiful designs each year.
So in this video, we're going to be looking at most of the terrace beds. And there will be musical instruments located in the beds throughout the garden that the visitors can enjoy finding throughout their visit. These two beds are located in the north and in the south parking lot. We're going to be using some really dark purple petunias and some orange marigolds that are going to be sitting just above the black purple ones. These two beds are located on either side of the terrace area as well. We're going to be using some orange marigolds, purple petunias, and we're going to be using some nice tall dark purple grasses as well as some gora around the outside.
So these two beds are located right in the middle of the top terrace. These beds, we're going to be putting an old piano right in the center of each of them, and we'll be planting up the top of the piano with some sweet potato so that it hangs over, creating kind of a living effect. The piano will also be surrounded by some grasses, and the white going through the center will be the tallest plant, and that will be the gora. There will also be some salvia, some marigolds, and some dusty miller. These beds are the first beds you'll see when you walk down the stairs towards the bottom terrace. Again, we've got that dusty miller border, some gold marigolds, some salvia, and we're trying a new zinnia that is nice and tall for the backdrop. So this bed is our fountain, which is located on the bottom terrace. And again, we've got the nice gold rudbeckia, some salvia, some rubrum grasses along the front, and the back will be filled with nice bright red cannas. And they also have really dark foliage, which contrasts nicely. And then the edge around the fountain will have Dusty Miller angel wings, which is a large variety of Dusty Miller that has some really nice texture.
These two beds are located on opposite sides of the lower terrace. They are located underneath some spruce trees, but we're going to be using some shade-loving plants in the center. We're going to be using some Coleus ruby slipper. It's really a beautiful texture and like a dark red. We're going to be using that gold border on the outside and a nice tall salvia on the inside. These two beds are located on the bottom terrace as leading up to the main display beds. So we're going to be using some marigolds and again, that beautiful coleus with a dark red foliage. And then we're going to be doing some really tall pennisetum in the center, with really dark purple and green foliage.
So thanks again for looking over these designs with us. And if anyone has any ideas, you're more than welcome to share them in the comments. As always, we appreciate your support as viewers and visitors and encourage you to consider sponsorship for a bed for the 2022 season and become a member of the garden. If you, your company, or organization would like to sponsor one of our annual beds for next year, please contact development@peacegarden.com. Join us next week for even more designs.